Hey, welcome to 209coach.com. I want to do a video for you today on how to snap the barrel back, or a different way, or a different cue. You can call it snapping the barrel or shallowing the barrel. I use the term shallow the barrel because you want the barrel to kind of shallow behind you. Other people, again, they use terms like snap the barrel, whatever you want to use. My point is I'm going to show you a different way in which you can help your child or yourself to kind of get a visual or an image of how you can snap the barrel back behind you. Now, if you watch my videos, you know that I really advocate trying to stay back on the back leg, and you can see here that, again, with like most MLB players with the modern swing, you see the players kind of staying back as they get into their swing, and you're going to see here that, watch what's going on here with the front leg. You can see that there's no lunge. They pretty much just kind of stick the leg out there as the hips are being coiled. You can see here it's very obvious because of the hip being coiled, because of the belt buckle pointing in the direction of the catcher, okay? If you're not sure how this works, just watch my videos and you'll get a really good idea on how that works, okay? Now, once you master the toe touch, if you watch my videos, again, you're going to know that I'm going to just tell you to hover that front leg there, and you're going to get to toe touch. And if you look in the mirror, you should have a shoulder to elbow look. Your bat should be pointing in the direction of the catcher. This will give you a beautiful, beautiful angles right here and how to execute the shallowing of the swing. And again, the belt buckle should be pointing in the direction of the catcher. Again, cause of an effect. And the reason why the belt buckle points to the catcher is because the back pocket is coiling towards the pitcher as you hover the front leg forward, okay? Now, as far as the back elbow being back and behind you, just get the top hand and let it work back and behind you. Watch what he's doing here. Back and behind him, back and behind him, okay? Now, how to shallow the bat behind you. Now, this is going to be a little different than what you've heard before, but I've tried this before, and I'm telling you it works. What I want you to do, as you maintain the pullback, again, it's crucial that you maintain the pullback with the top hand. And as you're doing this, I want you to feel like your hips are kind of thrusting forward. Watch what's going on with the hips. You can see that they're kind of thrusting forward. You can see that his torso is kind of tilting back right there. This with the pullback, okay, and maintaining the pullback gives you the shallowing. But what I want you to do here is do this super slow, and I want you to just focus on your back wrist, the top hand wrist, okay? And I want you, as you're doing this move, I want your top hand wrist to be pointing right now in the area of your neck, okay? So if you were to look down at your wrist, just stop right here where your hands are just going around the corner of the deltoid, and your wrist should be pointing at your neck, okay? If you do this, you will see that your bat speed will stay behind you, and it will happen quickly, and it will happen with a lot of power if you were to do this quickly. But right now, for the sake of this drill, I would just want you to do it very slowly and watch the bat speed behind him. Okay, watch what's going on. You can see it's very obvious that he has that bat blur, the bat speed behind him, because he's snapping or shallowing the bat behind him. Now, when you're doing this drill, okay, this is just a drill. You're not trying to do anything other than learn the technique. So I just want you to just get into that hip thrust, that torso tilt as you're maintaining the pullback. Again, just focus on your wrist pointing to your neck. At this stage of the swing, watch what's going on here. The wrist is pointing pretty much to the area of the neck. Now, if you look down, your wrist should be pointing right to the area of the neck. By doing this, this will give you kind of a palm up, and this is what creates, again, the shallowing or the snapping back of the barrel. I really want you to do this very slowly and methodically so you can kind of get the feel of where your hands should be and what your bat should be doing. Now, what happens with a lot of players is if they do this incorrectly, the hands will kind of sometimes just kind of go this way, okay, instead of around the corner of the deltoid. And the reason it does this is because the player is landing on a heel plant and not on a toe touch, okay? You want to snap the barrel back as you get into toe touch. and you want to do it again very slowly and methodically. When your hands drag across your body like this, okay, this is not good. This will allow or make your hands get in a position where you're going to add extra frames to your swing. So again, in a nutshell, all I want you to do is just work on this right here. Again, watch where his hands are. His hands are still staying back or even or parallel with his shoulders, okay? In other words, his hands are not cutting across his body. See how the bat is just working around the corner of the deltoid? Notice like if it had his wrist right here, right? As he gets the toe touch, it's very obvious that his wrist is now pointing in this manner, kind of in front of the home plate, right? And then as he gets into his toe touch, he's getting into that hip thrust, that torso tilt, and watch what's going on with the wrists now. The wrists now are pointing again right here, right in the area of the neck. And all you want to do is, again, get your eyes and just look down and look at your wrists. And if they're right here, this will have a cause and effect, again, just like I mentioned, where the bat speed will snap behind you. The bat speed will be fast. It'll be quick. And you'll see that this little move right here will start to train you how to get that bat snap, that bat shallowing behind you. Again, don't go any further than this right here. I just want you to kind of stop right there, okay? This is as far as you need to go just to kind of learn to snap the barrel back. Again, you're going to get to that hip thrust. You're going to get to the torso tilt and look down and just look at your wrists. Is your wrist pointing right now in the direction of your neck? If it is, you will see that your bat, if you're doing this, again, do this in front of a mirror. Do this in front of a mirror so you can see where your bat speed is, okay? You can do this and just do this over and over and again, and then you can start amplifying or increasing that torso tilt with the hip thrust, and just do this over and over, and you'll feel the power, you'll feel the snap of the bat behind you like this, okay? And again, by doing this, eventually what you can do is let the lead elbow work up to the height of the mouth or a little higher. Keep the barrel below the hands, just like this. And I promise you, this will keep your bat working kind of like a Ferris wheel and allow your bat to collide with balls. Instead of your body rotating away from the pitch, it'll go to and through. To and through. I hope you like this video. Give me a like if you learned something. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.